All I know is the longer it takes to get to a damaged tree or a damaged plant, the more difficult it is to regrow. That's all I'm saying.
Do you have a way of repairing Yggdrasil? Says Lokrik.
Beyond the spiritual part of it, Yig is based off a plant. But Yig decides to connect to worlds. It did not decide to break its connection with Vosgard. It was broken violently by something else.
Forgive my ignorance in such botanical matters, but will it not simply...
Nice.
I mean, it is a god, right? Will it not heal itself? Surely, no number of mortal axes can fell a divine tree.
Yeah, well, yes and no. You see, for example, the entire third branch is on fire. That was created by the dragons. Right, Yig hasn't repaired itself. Thing is, Yig will live beyond the dragons and will live beyond everything else. But in order to do that, that's why Scimitar Priest exists. We deal with it. We make sure it continues existing the way it wants to exist. It'll grow back to Vosgard, I'm sure of that. But probably in a few hundred years. We're planning to do this as soon as possible.
So I ask again, if we battle our way to the other side, we'll likely encounter giants, and then we'll see this horrible defacement of your god. Do you have a way of fixing it?
I'm hoping Mike can... regrow it. If Yig decides to reconnect to Vosgard, fantastic. If not, there are other things we need to do on Yig, and we do have a way back.
Lokrik glances towards Oberon, who's tidying up after you guys, like, eating and drinking. Like, kind of as you're making messes, he's tidying things up. Lokrik is glancing at Oberon, like, when you said other things that you need to do on Yig.
Yeah.
Indeed.
The other thing that we can do here in Vosgard, which I think is very important, is to deal with Azzy and Vort.
I was afraid that might come up. Acropolis is lost to us, but there is a Songgate there as well. If we retake Acropolis, it's our Songgate again.
Do we know song to Acropolis?
I don't know if I have an answer for that.
I don't think so. However, we know of one creature that does have a song there.
It doesn't really matter if we know anyway. Isn't the gate is buried? Unless they've dug it up, but we don't know that.
Gate must be accessed, because Petrofira is in a Shimmernax's horde. He kind of gives a head bob towards Lemmy, who I think is the one that contracted Petrofira. Yeah.
But did we determine that the portal, the feather token portal, was no longer functional?
Correct.
Okay. All right.
No, but we know that. Well, we know that the other two portals haven't been activated yet.
Oh wait, no, that's irrelevant because we know where it's actually on the planet.
We know where it is, and there are two other portals, if you remember.
No, right, but okay.
We don't know what's there. There might be song gates there, if there are.
No. Go to Vosgard. Go to the map. Like the.
Okay, we'll go to Vosgard.
Wait, hold on. Crap, I can't remember.
Featherstone Gate is on the top of the side of that mountain.
It's actually there.
It goes to Acropolis.
Right. Did we
Acropolis
determine?
had the Song Gate in it.
Right. Did we determine that Acropolis was on Vosgard, or was it somewhere else?
It's on Vosgard.
I think you guys knew that it was a demiplane.
No,
Oh,
Acropolis is not on Vosgard. Acropolis is a pocket dimension, and the
Okay.
gate
But
to
we were
get to
able
it
to
is
teleport there?
no. The able to
No.
pour the gate that gets us into
I forgot there was
Acropolis.
another step because we haven't done anything
Oh,
with
yeah,
Brimstones in such a long time.
We use a
But there was
gate
some
that we
Brimstones
know
went to the
is.
Featherstone gate,
Yeah,
and then we went through that gate.
Exactly.
To the,
There's the teleportation network that is set up on Vosgard.
Yes.
And then it deposits you close to Featherstone. Featherstone leads to the pocket dimension.
Yeah,
Pocket dimension has a gate inside of it, a song gate inside of it, and that song gate leads to
right.
other
The femur
places.
bone connects to the thigh bone, right? Yeah.
So I don't think you guys ever learned the song. Correct me if I'm wrong.
No, I don't.
To Acropolis.
I don't think we did. I think we were like, oh, hey, this gate's really dangerous because it only goes to death.
But you do know of one creature who does know the song to Acropolis, because he was trying to get through.
Yeah, that was true.
Oberon, can you try to remember the song that was activated when Ashimarax contacted us?
I did not hear or see a song. I only saw the song that we know to be the song to Crucible.
Oh, I thought it was playing the music
Caller
back on the
ID.
other side. I thought it was reverberating the music.
That's actually a very interesting thought.
Oh shit! Sherman's calling. Better hang up.
Here's the song formula of the thing that's trying to get through, or the place that's trying to connect to.
Interesting.
It's a very, very interesting thought. We'll say Galath, given that he seems to pwn the Galath's like
Because music is important on Nalbren. I'm like,
Right.
oh, stupid town.
perhaps
All you have is throat singing and drums.
yeah, perhaps the device he says was showing you the song of the place that was,
Do you even waltz, bro?
right. Star 69. It's Atlas's statue of Star 69.
Right.
Yeah, that's actually the purpose of the statue. Good thought. Of course, it's not in your possession. You're not in control of Acropolis.
Now we need to set up a thing where they can leave messages. You've reached the Heroes of Ages. We're not at home right now. Leave a detailed message after the beep. Thanks. And your song. We'll call you back.
We spend months away at a time, though, so if you've got serious problems, find some other heroes.
So, Nalbren, then. How do we get there?
The only way we have is a song gate, so we need permission.
What about that magic rod you were talking about?
Do we have Rod? Yes. We have Rod to Vosgard, right?
Would any metal from Nalbren work?
Not any metal, says Oberon. I would need to have metal that was actually mined on Nalbren. And then I would need to find the right quantities of different types of metal. And I would have to be sure that the metal did come from Nalbren and not another place, because, to mix up the metals would be very, very, messy.
I think I have some things for you.
This only solves part of the problem. I do not think it is possible for us to plane shift our way directly from Vosgard to Nalbren. We'll have to go to the outer plane or the inner planes, perhaps, first, and then go to Nalbren. And that brings us to another problem. You have to designate a particular point where you want to arrive on the world. I've never been to Nalbren. I don't think that Lemmy-O has been to Nalbren either.
Well, can't he do
You're right.
that?
I have not, but you did mention that there is memory magic perhaps if there is something like that, I can share some of the memories of Galath and
Can he just do that spell where we're in each other's heads and then Galath thinks an album?
right, right.
As far as metals go, I can provide you iron, steel, and silver.
Are these from items that you carry?
Yes. I brought with me a shield, a set of armor, horse barding, weapons, a silver gauntlet,
Yes, yes.
and I've collected several other items from Nalbren along the way. These things I could provide to you.
I may ruin them in this process, you realize, of creating a rod.
That is alright. Any chance to get home would be worth it.
Can you copy, or sorry, cut and paste into the loot page the things that you're dropping?
Sure.
I could start fashioning this. But the memory spell, yes, there is a spell. And Oberon is going to make a spellcraft check. He will use a mythic point just to show off. No, he doesn't want to screw up. So his spellcraft right now is plus 33, and you add 20 for the display of intelligence. He rolls a spellcraft check of 58. He'll use a mythic point to give a little boost just to see if we can crack 60. He gets a 64 on the spellcraft check. Yes, I believe I should be able to also learn a spell that might help us. It will take some time for me to research it, though. And there's a spell called Share Memory.
Lokrik, perhaps in the meantime we can see if there are any other rods, planar rods that we can use in Dvergholm, and also I can search around here myself, see if there's anything that I could purchase, perhaps.
Yes. We'll have to go to an outer plane or an inner plane first.
Oberon is dropping truth bombs, also craft bombs. Thanks, Adam. As I'm trying to click on the spell, come on!
Come on, you can do it!
I know that D20 PFSRD was upgrading from one server to another, and it's not loading the spell. I think Share Memory is 2nd level. Of course, they have to update this during our game. Don't they know? Don't they know?
Saturday, you fools!
Exactly. This is gaming nirvana time.
How dare you on a Saturday?
Mark, what book does Share Memory come from?
Oh, in Pathfinder?
Yes.
God. I don't know. If I was gonna guess, I would say Ultimate Magic or the Advanced Player's Guide.
Ultimate Magic.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Oh, the Pathfinder reference document has it. Okay, it is a 2nd level bard, 2nd level wizard sorcerer, 2nd
Just
level
picked
witch
it up.
spell.
It just loaded for me. I can share the screen if you want.
It's not really loading for me yet, but...
I got it. Okay, so his research will take.
Alright, I'm putting this into party pages equipment.
Yep.
I will stick it in, I don't know. Where should I put it?
Just in the loot page. Spell research. Yeah, it'll take him 10 days to research the spell. He's gonna have to do the research back at Dvergholm because Morfar does not let him into the library.
I wonder why. I was just crossing out the dangerous spells in your books.
No, Morfar called him a creature. He doesn't want to be anywhere near the creature.
Okay.
Right? Oberon correcting spelling in all the books.
Stop it!
Stop doing that. Okay. Oberon and Lokrik can go back to Dvergholm to go see if they can find a planar rod to somewhere, and then Lemmy-O is going to continue his research. Ahmed.
Yeah, correct. I'm going to
Okay.
continue doing
So-
my research for the other spell planar adaptation.
I got pieces of a steel shield, a metal knight's helmet, a silver gauntlet of Nuada, and an iron pot that I was using for my cooking. That I brought from my original mess kit.
Nice. And this gauntlet of the Silver Hand is not the...
It's not mine. It's
Okay.
the other one I picked up. Not my original one.
Okay. Oberon, what do you want him to do first? Research the spell to share memory, or do the crafting?
Crafting.
Okay.
For share memory later.
He will have to make a knowledge planes check to craft this.
Better use his mythic.
His knowledge planes is plus 23,
Nice.
and then we add 20 for display of intelligence, and a d6 for a mythic surge.
I don't think I've ever actually used one of my mess kit items this effectively in any game before.
Okay. Let me look at those items again.
Sure.
Give me an int check, Galath.
Okie doke. $13.
Okay, while you weren't there for the pulling of the metals out of the earth, you actually watched them make and kind of form the full plate.
Mm-hmm.
So you remember seeing like the metal. At least you know that this was crafted in a nearby village near Vontelstone, because your
Okay.
master had this built for you. The
Sure.
iron pot, it's just a thing that had been around Vontelstone forever. Pieces of Galath's steel shield. Where did you started off with a shield?
Correct. That's the shield that I started with.
The shield was bought at a market, and then your gauntlet of the Silver Hand.
Mm-hmm.
Oberon says he didn't use the gauntlet because he wasn't sure about it.
Okay. But he was able to find enough material.
Yep. I'm not certain whether or not the silver from this gauntlet actually came from Nalbren.
That's where I got it.
Maybe it's the holy energies. I wouldn't ruin the holy symbol. I made do. Unfortunately, it means that I did have to smelt the iron pot, your full plate helmet, and bits of your shield.
That's all right. They're just tools, after all.
Is there a particular style that you want me to make the rod look like?
I'm no craftsman.
One end is all business. The other can be stylistic.
I'm no craftsman, but perhaps a gauntleted fist. 'Tis the holy symbol of my god, and an emblematic of the power of knights on Nalbren.
Yes. All right. So he makes a silverish sort of gauntleted fist at one end, where there's sort of like a complicated flange of prongs at the other. It is a heavy steel rod. It acts as I guess, a club.
All right, I'm going to delete these off of the thing now.
And mark down that there is a rod to Nalbren with a 99% chance of success.
Nice.
Nice.
I will just put that on my character sheet for now.
It would have been much easier had we been on Nalbren and I had many more metals at my disposal, but these will I suppose it is a fork, not for eating, but for tuning. Ah, I think I understand why the song gates are actually based off of sound. Interesting.
You said it counted as a club?
Yeah. Like it's heavy enough that
You bash somebody with it. Alright. Cool. I'll keep that on my character sheet for now. Other people can't just go zipping off to Nalbren without me.
all right, so
When I go there, you're taking me.
you claim the
What,
rod,
the Nalbren
basically.
took everything over.
What
Well,
happens in the
I
1%? Mishap.
We end up in jolly old England.
The prime material is a very large place.
Marty, how long did it take Oberon to do that?
That was 5 days of crafting.
Okay.
At this point, Altagar, you actually watch the gate being raised out of the river, and a boat actually leaving through the gate. Mark.
Okay.
So the priest is
Just
behind.
who?
Why can't we
Who's
just
leading?
get
I'm
songs
curious.
while they're opening them? Like, just sit there and listen to the songs and write them down.
You can, if you know how to catch the pitches of music and
If you were a bard.
right. The singing, they're in the middle of a river on the boat while they're singing to the gate. So from the vantage point of the town, you can't hear them. But yeah, you technically could spy and try to find out songs that way. The boat looks like the boat looks like it's laden full of goods. Altagar.
We're going to Bartertown, or?
Yeah, you ask one of the priests that you're on guard with, and likely to Bartertown. If the goods are going through the gate, it is a place where we commonly sell our goods. There are many menfolk and other creatures that live there. A good place to end up with some silver and gold.
I'll have to keep that in mind.
I hear that anything can be bought or sold in Bartertown.
It's that's not actually that comforting.
The priest agrees with you and kind of pulls his winter cloak tighter around his neck as a wind whips up. Altagar, you're not bothered by common winds, right?
He would be, yeah. He would have
okay.
a cloak or stuff. He doesn't have any resistance to cold.
Okay, all right. So you had a big bear fur coat, I guess, or
Like a cave bear or cloak or something, or if you
Sure.
sewn together at this point.
yeah, add that you've got a cave bear cloak.
He
Cave
went out
bears,
and punched it.
much more dangerous than regular bears.
Yeah, spend like 25, 50 gold pieces, and we'll consider it cold weather gear.
All right. Will do.
What kind of half giant who punches worms to death doesn't just go out and punch a cave bear and just wear it? You are a bad giant who sucks.
It's
He's not the
Paid-
hunting
Paid
kind.
for your bears. Ugh.
okay. So Oberon crafts a planar rod to Nalbren from Galath's
My VC's a little screwed up. I'm just gonna hang up and call back, okay?
All right.
from Galath's old gear. That's pretty cool, with like DC 50 craft checks and that sort of thing. And then he begins to research back in Dvergholm a spell. Elder the 22nd or 21st through the 1st of the next month, which is Birch. He will attempt to research Share Memory. Okay, give me a percentile as you guys are spending, it looks like, a significant portion of the winter in Volsund Saga.
We taking another 10 days?
Yeah,
Till
Lemmy, on the 20th, you're actually finished. You get to make your research check. The DC is 18 to learn planner
Okay,
adaptation.
one sec. Okay, I can't fail.
Okay.
I just can't fail.
Oh, that's
So-
right. You've got the headband of researching. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then Oberon needs someone to cough up the money for the rod, so he needs $2,000 for the rod. And then he's actually kind of poor. He doesn't have enough money to do the researching.
Okay, how much money does he need overall?
Alright, I'm gonna pay the $2,000 for that.
Okay.
Okay, I just marked that off.
And let me look at the research. He might be
I'll give him the gold for the spell. How much does he need?
needs 440.
I'll give him 1,000.
Okay. I'll just add this to his spellbook because I don't think he can fail the check of DC 14.
Better not.
All right, it's his first second level non-standard spell called Share Memory.
Okay, something really weird's going on. Mark's screen keeps reappearing and as on top of the windows, so I can't do anything. It's really weird. Anybody
that
else
magic?
have that problem? Like it keeps going on. Like I can't even type in a window because it just keeps bouncing to focus on him.
Nope.
Okay, I'll just live with it for now.
I'm gonna say use computer better.
Hey, Ahmed, have you checked your IP address?
Oh, burn.
I have not here.
Yeah, that's great.
This place is
Great,
killing me.
you didn't-
Well, that's probably it, Ahmed.
Okay, Oberon returns with Lokrik, and then I guess you guys were looking for another planar rod to somewhere, right? So who was using the time to actually search markets and to try to find planar rods?
Altagar will try if
Any
he
of the
can
folks
help.
here, any of the folks here are good at doing that.
Yeah, there's a 9-10 day period where it looks like nobody's only Oberon's busy.
If Altagar can catch a ride to Bartertown, or he'll go look there. And he'll be using Intimidate to try to find what he wants.
Okay, Altagar, give me a diplomacy check at +2 as you're talking to some of the traders that you've been watching kind of come and go from Bartertown to see if you can catch a ride on the boat.
Alright. +2. Here we... No, hang on. I actually do have ranks in diplomacy because I didn't want to be completely devoid of that particular skill.
Nice.
Yeah. Yes! 1.
You have a +1 in diplomacy.
Well, this particular roll is going to be +3, my friend. And I might spend a mythic point on this, depending on how this goes.
21 is pretty good.
And I will spend a mythic point just to hopefully seal the deal. 5, so 26.
Okay. So Altagar took advantage, kind of. He saw a boat, and because he made friends with the priests of Lundell, he actually figured out which boat was going to go through before others. We'll call it the Blue Shield Trading Coaster.
Okay.
Actually, we'll call it the Blue Shield Trading Fleet. You end up talking to some merchant captain who recognizes you from from the tournament of strength, and maybe even from before that. You realize that we're going to have to take a little bit less cargo if we're going to invite you along. He's looking up.
Yeah,
at you.
but just think of how much safer that cargo's gonna be with me on board.
Huh. So you're saying you want to come with us, and you'll act as a guard for us while we're there?
I got some business to conduct on my own there, but when I'm done, I'm your guard.
All right.
Unless you want to conduct my business for me, because that would be appreciated, and I could be that much more effective guarding your things.
What sort of business do you have on in Bartertown? All sorts of strange folk. But I need
Yeah.
to find them.
Run for Yig! Run for Yig!
I'm looking for weird things, so I figure that's the place to go, right? I'm looking for planar rods. You ever heard them things?
I suppose, he says.
I'm looking for one for Nalbren, for Yig, for Gajazirira.
All right, these are spell things, right?
Yeah, something like that. They're for a friend. I mean, I can't use them, but just ask around, see if you can find them. That's all I ask.
You got money?
No, you just find them. I'll get them later.
Things go quick in Bartertown.
Yeah, well, I'll take that chance.
All right.
In the meantime, you got the best guard anywhere in this city.
We do have to warn you, you're going to see all sorts of people, not just men.
Listen, 4 months ago I went and jumped on a dragon and punched him in the face till he fell down. I think I'll be okay.
All right. They got some rules in Bartertown.
Like what?
Well, it's actually pretty simple. It's, the deal is most important. Something along that lines.
Well, you ain't gotta make no deals for me. You just gotta find something.
What I mean is, if you're thieving or stopping trade from flowing, or have any disagreements with people, things can get ugly.
I'll be watching your boat. I'll stay out of everyone's business.
It's like everyone in Bartertown will get all angry.
Listen, I'll stay with the boat.
No, you can come with us. I'm just telling you the rules of what we learned. We actually had to learn this the hard way. We lost a whole
All right.
shipment last year.
Alright, I'll tell you what. I'll follow your lead.
Okay. His name is Harvis of the Blue Shield.
Harvis?
Harvis.
Harvis.
Harvis actually has a apparently they paid for a skald. He goes at the prow of the boat and begins to sing this really odd song to the song gate that is lifted out of the water by the big winching mechanisms. The gate explodes open and splashes water everywhere as this blue portal whooshes into existence, and it's now shimmering with this bluish light.
Strange. All the boats I seen coming in and out. I never went through myself.
They begin to oar the boat forward and then kind of pull in the oars. They've already dissembled the mast to like part of the top part of the mast, and the boat just ever so slightly touches the side of the portal that's dangling in the water. They manage to go through. Men on the other side immediately start pulling the boat. while the portal on the other side is in water, the water isn't very deep,
Okay.
and there are other people on the other side that seem to have been waiting. Immediately, you know you're not on Vosgard. The sky has got this weird orangish color to it, and there are a lot of celestial bodies in the sky that are visible that are not visible on Vosgard, like these strange planets and moons. One of the moons looks like it's been cracked open and has got this trail of rocks kind of behind it, and then there's this weird planet with a ring in the sky.
So, what's outside of Bartertown here?
So this winding river, you can see, is a ramshackle town of wooden buildings and tents nestled between two large hills. You can see all sorts of like creatures and women along the side of the banks doing laundry as you're coming in. About a third of them look like they're little rat folk.
Okay.
You actually see some people that have painted skin or the same color of skin as Ukher.
Oh, all right.
They're much smaller than Ukher, though.
Okay.
I think we all sort of thought that Ukher's world was just full of people like him.
Right. You're like, maybe they're not the same race of people. You're not sure.
No, he immediately drops into racist stereotypes. Do you know Ukher?
People are like waving and kind of going away from you as you
Actually,
seem to be.
Somebody who raised by dwarves, that might not be a reasonable thing.
You're just yelling to people, and like the merchant goes over and like, "Are you all right?"
Oh, it's just a little overwhelming. This is amazing.
The brook that you entered into, you look back and you do see that there are a lot of platforms and places where tons of gear seem to have been dropped, and camps that are all around the gate. The boat continues to ply forward to a much larger river. The river actually stinks a little bit because of a lot of like how many people are here and all the livestock and beasts of burden. And they actually sail into Bartertown. They find a dock and they begin unloading. It looks like they're unloading fur pelts from Vosgard.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
people,
protects their stuff.
yeah, they're people of all races here. There's a lot of humans, but there are other things as well. You see your first lizard man.
Okay.
He's sitting at a table eating some meat and drinking beside a dwarf.
All right.
The dwarf eyes you when you're eyeing the lizard man like you're being rude by staring, kind of thing.
He basically, at this point, he's like, I'm just gonna follow this merchant's lead.
Right. So you end up almost taking half the load of the fur yourself on your back as you're moving your way through the populace. You can see these little rat folk skittering from side to side. A bunch of these men speaking in a very nasally language.
Okay.
You pass by another tent and you can see there are men that have like very. They seem to wrap their heads, at least kind of like in a desert wrap.
Okay.
Which disguises them. What other races do you see?
Elves?
You see a fat frog creature that's humanoid.
Okay.
Who's smoking a hookah. What else? There are halflings running around. You thought they were children at first, but then
Hairy feet.
yep, hairy feet.
Snake people, I think, is a thing on Ukher's world.
Yeah. The weather here, it's winter. Apparently it's also winter here because there is a nip to the air in this really orange skied world.
Okay.
And Bartertown just stretches for what feels like miles. It just ramshackle huts. Now, Bartertown itself, almost every square foot has goods in it. things that are hanging off of clotheslines, stalls. People don't seem to be too pushy, though. In fact, you haven't been asked if you wanted to buy anything. Perhaps it's politeness, or perhaps there's an etiquette here that you don't quite understand.
Okay.
All right. He's basically going to follow the merchant's lead at the very least until he sells his goods.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
That I am qualified to do. Okay, fuck off. Spending a mythic point again. It's terrible. 21. 23.
Okay. You notice that you heard some really strange hyena-like laughter coming from one building. Like, just a lot of it.
What the heck was that?
Jackals is what the merchant says.
Okay, he just kind of... Oh, okay.
Yep. And then stumbling out of the building, quite drunk, is a anthropomorphic hyena.
Oh, that is disturbing.
They're on uneasy terms with a lot of the merchants here. Apparently the jackals are also raiders. They're called gnolls.
Should I watch out for them? Alright, I'll keep an eye out for them.
It doesn't help that there is the ruler of Bartertown. His name is actually, or they call him the Jackal. He's not a gnoll, but apparently he spent time with the gnolls and has sort of brokered a truce between them.
I see.
I think less of a truce and more of he wields the power of the gnoll tribes to get his way.
I hear ya. Alright.
They call him the Jackal King, although he is no monarch, says the Vosgardian trader.
Alright. I'll keep him away from your stuff.
Okay. Immediately you hear two bellows from the side of a market, and you see two hill giants.
Okay.
They look right at you, because, well, you're also standing many feet above the heads of most of the creatures that are here.
He gives them a look like, stay away.
Hey! Says one of them, in giant. What tribe?
The tribe are working for a living.
Oh, working for a living. Never heard that tribe.
It's new. It's great. You should try it sometime.
Oh,
They come bounding towards you, which is the exact opposite of what you wanted. Two hill giants come up to you.
I'll take care of this.
work for living, huh?
Let's see if they make intelligence checks to see if they get the joke. -2.
Now we know the origin of all of Hill Giant names.
Ah,
Nope.
what tribe that? Work for living? You mean,
Uh,
are you raiders?
Yeah, we're raiders.
We lost our tribe.
Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah, we tried to raid, and then too many of them. Yeah, we don't know our way back to the Tunlands. Do you know the way back?
No, I pretty much rely on these smaller people to guide me around.
Oh, they are smart. Don't say that. Don't say that. They not smart. We hill giants.
No, we're strong. But with our strong and they're smart, we can get things done.
You carry that stuff they pay you silver, huh?
Yep,
Oh,
you could carry stuff too.
maybe that's how we get beer. Yeah. Hey, anyone need stuff carry?
Hey, but you gotta promise not to take the stuff or they're not gonna pay you.
Or what if stuff shiny? No, you know what happened to the big one? Yeah. He tried to take stuff, that's why they get him. Oh. Yeah, that's right, little ones have rules. Don't take their stuff.
They actually tell you the same advice that you just told them.
Thank you. Yeah, you try to carry anything, I'm sure you'll get all the beer you want.
What you name, work for living?
Altagar, of work for a living.
Oh, Altagar. We will remember our brother's name. Yes.
And you are...
Um,
What's your name?
Brogathan and Hilbur.
Vaughn and Hilbur. That's an awesome name. Hilbur.
Hilbur?
I almost wish I'd named my character Hilbur now.
Oh, me Bragaton, him Hilbur. I'm Hilbur.
Well,
If you kill him, you get to take his name. So
yeah, that's right.
We have no tribe. We lost our tribe. We don't know how
Well-
to get back to Tunlands. Yeah, but they got beer here. Yeah, but we would have to make our own beer. It never turned out good.
Well, you know what? You
Don't
can
put
join-
dead people in the beer barrel.
No, that tends to ruin it, yeah. What you can do is, if you manage to make a life for yourself carrying things, getting paid, then buying your own beer, I would let you into my tribe.
Oh, we're in work for living tribe now?
Yeah.
Okay, brother.
Okay.
There's
We are
some-
brothers. The working for a living brothers.
Yeah, we tried that. We tried. Hey, you need this
starting a
lift.
goddamn moving
You,
company.
you see the two hill giants go over and just lift up a cart, and some merchant's freaking out.
No, you gotta get paid for it.
He's about to start. They'll figure it out. He starts walking. He's going to
Don't
catch up
forget,
with the other
lift with
guys.
your back.
Oh,
You overhear them say something that's curious.
I liked that hill giant. Yeah, me too.
You don't look like a hill giant.
Yeah, that's weird. Okay.
Maybe they just really bad at. Yeah,
Maybe that's-
you are a
maybe
mixed
that's-
breed giant, right? Like you're
Yeah.
half dwarf, and then you're a slag giant, which is like half fire giant or
Fire
descended
giant.
from stone and fire giants. But
It might be he could rationalize it as they don't have a lot of words. That might just be their word for big person who's not bigger than a hill giant.
okay, I'll write down Brogathan and Hilbur.
I wrote them.
No tribe.
No. The work for a living tribe.
Recruited to work for a living tribe. Funny. All right. This merchant begins to ask around after delivering these hides about planter rods. Give me a D3, Mark.
All right.
There is only a single planter rod that is available, but it's available within. You find it that day.
I feel like buying planar rods is one of those things that would be really tricky.
Well, yeah, because if someone screws you, oh no, it goes to here.
Right.
You're in the wrong
It's like-
place.
Yeah, you'd have to have somebody really trusted to sell you the damn thing.
Yeah, some guy's just selling like 20 planar rods to the plane of fire. Oh no, you'll be fine. This will get you where
Or
you
it's
want.
just a fucking stick of metal. They're like,
Give me a D2. It's a planar rod 1 to an inner plane. 2 would be an outer plane.
That's an outer plane.
Okay. And give me a D. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Actually, give me a D18.
11.
That website's not working. Oh, I've got a freaking... Manual of the Plains. Um, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. I don't know what 18 would be. Okay, so 11. Oh, really?
Do you want to reroll?
Nope.
Goes to the plains of despair. Enjoy.
Blade of Despair. Yes. Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm gonna re-roll this one because this is the one that actually Lokrik is probably getting.
Okay. 15.
15. All right. The peaceable kingdoms of Arcadia is what you've initially rolled, but that's actually where Clangeddon lives. So.
Okay. Would you like to meet your god, your highness? Am I your favorite now?
We travel there, we never come home, and then the adventure's over. Ah, shit.
Taking dwarves there, the whole place.
Yeah, screw finding a new home. Just live in heaven. 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay.
Only there were consequences for such a thing.
You end up going into a hall filled with these horned, helmed warriors. I don't mean like horns like this, but like they're wearing like ram's horns.
Okay.
And they've got this really wild look to them. And your merchant ends up bartering with them, and he says that there's a place that they know how to get to called the Beastlands.
Well, what are the Beastlands?
From what I gather, it's a domain of natural savagery and plenty. It's the forest eternal. It is where the most loyal animal companions go when they die.
We're never gonna see Ukher at the end.
Yeah. Know what? That's nice, but I don't think I want to take one of my friends there.
Interesting. Okay. So you're not? No?
No. I appreciate the effort, but whenever you're ready to go home, just let me know. In the meantime, like I promised, I'm your man.
Okay. It only takes them like maybe 3 or 4 days to sell their goods, and then they're about ready to go back. They do fill up the boat full of what are probably things they don't get very much of.
Fruit.
There is a little bit of fruit. There is a small box of silver,
Wine.
and then a lot of wine.
Okay.
So this is Altagar visits Bartertown.
You could have taken us to heaven, but no.
Well, no, I couldn't have.
Because you didn't try hard enough.
Okay, Altagar comes back. They do know the song to return to Vosgard, and their boat laden with wine and other goods makes their way back to the capital city of Volsunsaga. The way that they get back through is curious. First, they actually have to what feels like wait in line. You get a sense for about a day you were just waiting around the gate for your turn.
Okay.
Because there were other people using it and going other places. You didn't quite overhear the songs, but I guess you could like run up to the gate and listen to what other people are singing.
He kind of wants to hear is like if there's like if people are just waiting in line for their turn to get it through themselves, or if there's people there who will sing for you to get to places.
Okay. It appears that the people managing this whole operation are guarded by at least 100 Knoll warriors, and they're exacting a toll.
Okay.
You do see
It's a
that
tax.
there is some sort of shaman, witch doctor looking dude that did talk to the main guy. The main guy sent him away, saying he can sing his own song. Like they've got their own bard.
Mm-hmm.
But the weird witch doctor shaman looking guy might have been the singer that you were thinking about.
Hey, give me a few minutes. I'm gonna go talk to that guy.
Okay, let me.
I'll be right back.
This guy is actually worth creating a token for.
Probably.
So let's
He
just
can
see
do
if
what
we-
I hope he can do.
Let's find some Rastafarian looking dude. I wonder if I just look at Rastafarian.
Maybe.
Bob Marley singing the gate. No woman, no cry.
Well, yeah, why don't we use Bob Marley?
It's reggae. It's how you get through the gate.
And sometimes you just have to roll with it. Yeah, roll with it. Oh. As in... And I'm going to do a very horrible accent. Hey man, what they be feeding you, man?
Actually, I decided to stop eating.
Oh no, you can't stop eating there.
I beg to differ.
What can I do you for?
Well, I just, I have a couple questions for you if you got the time. I don't want to waste you. You're obviously very busy. But, do you sing for travelers?
I'm not much of a singer, man. I got the memory though. I keep it all upstairs, and I teach the songs to little ones to hear the voices of the angels cry.
Okay, does that mean if I paid you to get me to Nalbren, you can get me to Nalbren through this gate?
Nalbren, that's not a word that I'm commonly asked about.
What about Yig?
Come again, man. Didn't quite hear what you said.
Yig. The tree.
Mojo do not, Mojo does not know about Yig, the tree. I heard of it, man, but it's our competitor.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah. Alright. What about, Gadzero?
Gajariza.
That's it.
Got to read that you can't go directly to. You got to go a little bit of a hop.
Aha.
Yeah. You know how it is, man. Not all things are direct.
Yeah, alright. I just, how big of a hop? Just out of